All right, let's go check in the GBG, the good, the bad, the gossip.
Let's do that. There's a new and some very cringe-worthy details on the death of Whitney Houston. So in the autopsy report, what they do is they take a piece of paper and they draw out the human body, and then they label it as to where there are lacerations or bruises or anything on the body, and they've released that picture from Whitney Houston's autopsy.
They ran out of paper. Look at that.
And it just looks like stuff everywhere.
It's nuts.
Everywhere. Now, you can see this for yourself at johnjandrich.com. Keyword GBG.
Does it say her eyebrows were gone?
Inside, no. There were different scars around her eyes. They're saying there was a bunch of scars on her body that indicated quite a bit of plastic surgery. There was scars under her boobs. There was scars on her abdomen area and several other areas. They also, like I told you last week, said that she had holes in her nasal septum, which I guess is usually due to like chronic cocaine usage. Also, very, very gross. So if the kids are in the car, definitely earmuff them at this point. The report claims that Whitney Houston had patches of skin slippage from the hot water burns. Now, I guess Whitney was so out of it, she didn't realize how hot the bathwater was that she was in. And they say 6 hours after her death, the bathwater measured at a temperature of 93.5 degrees. 6 hours it had to cool. So you can only imagine how hot it was when she was actually in the bathtub. Now, there's tons of different bruises and cuts and all sorts of things that are all over her body that you're going, where did this stuff come from? Now, you're wondering how we get all these reports and if it's appropriate. And LaToya Jackson was on the talk the other day, and, you know, her brother Michael Jackson passed away and all the details were released. So they asked her, do you think it's appropriate for everyone to know all these details?
I think that when you're a public figure, the public is going to want to know what exactly happened, what took place. And if they don't know, they're going to make up their own story.
Right.
So I think it's best that you give it to them before it just gets totally out of control. Well, even if it's not flattering, yes, of course. And it was the same with my brother. They started making up stories here and stories there. The fact of the matter is that he did not die from an overdose. Michael, the only drugs that they found in his body were the drugs that the doctor had administered to him that night.
That would be a doctor-induced overdose. But it's still an overdose.
Okay.
But okay, LaToya Jackson, whatever you say.
Didn't he die because there were drugs in his system? Lots of them?
That's what I'm saying. It's a doctor-induced. He still died from an overdose, but in any case, it's LaToya Jackson. Give her a break. LeAnn Rimes doesn't want people making up stories about her, so she's planning on writing a candid tell-all book about her own life. Ding, 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 LeAnn Rimes needs attention. The singer's rep has been putting out feelers to find the right person to help write her autobiography and LeAnn's side of the story in her own voice. She's expected to write about her affair with actor Eddie Cibrian, which of course led to their marriage. They are very happily married at this point. So I'm not exactly sure if anybody really cares at this point. We know you had an affair, you're together now. You don't have to write a book about it. In any case, Bristol Palin says Levi Johnston is a deadbeat dad after he claimed that she doesn't let him see their young son recently. Now, we just found out the news that Levi Johnston knocked up his 20-year-old girlfriend. When did he find out?
A few months ago, and I was, really excited. I'm looking forward to having a new baby. I love my son Trip more than anything, and but unfortunately I don't get to see him a whole lot. So Sonny and I are looking forward to raising a baby together and maybe eventually getting married or something.
Maybe because he doesn't see Trip very often, he just forgets to send the payments. But Palin's lawyer says that he hasn't paid child support for their son Trip since June of 2010, which if you add up all the money he owes to Bristol for that, it adds up to about $38,000. These claims, of course, like I said, come after Johnston said that Bristol doesn't let him see their son anymore. He says he sees their son about once a month at this point. I'm going, all right, dude. So he kind of felt like he had to move on with his new girlfriend. That's why they had their baby. Now, Deborah Messing is part of the new show, Smash.
I'm already out.
Did you watch the show anymore?
No.
Or was it just that first episode?
First episode was good. Second episode, too much like the first episode.
First episode I thought was okay, and it was too much. And there was too many storylines, it was eh.
Well, I guess it's doing well in the ratings, that they're thinking about renewing it again and they're buying more and more episodes. Deborah Messing is part of it. And it almost to me, I want to get your opinion on this, but it almost to me sounds like she's not really that into it. They asked her the question, did you know that Smash was going to be a smash?
Oh, well, I mean, it's a TV show. You hope. The thing that complicated it was that originally it was on Showtime.
That's what I mean. So you thought
it was going to be a short 13-episode a year thing.
Oh.
And I thought, I can do that.
That's great.
You know, it's 5 months a year and the rest
Just
of it.
your luck it became successful.
Yeah, she's like, no, I only wanted to do 13 episodes.
So is it now like
sort of
28?
sound like that. Yeah, so, and they're talking about doing another season. And
She probably doesn't have to work. She probably got some decent Will and Grace dough, right?
yeah, and she just took 2 years off recently to just spend time with her 8-year-old son so she could, be more of a part of his life. And I think she was like, hey, this wasn't supposed to like be anything. It was supposed to be some fun work for
She's
a little
good.
bit.
She's good on that show.
Yeah, she definitely is. Now, this news comes, and I thought this had already happened since we got the news like forever ago, but I guess now it's actually official. Heidi Klum has filed for divorce from Seal. Now, this just happened on Friday, and we got this news like, forever ago? But apparently now they've actually put the papers in. They cite irreconcilable differences. This is like 3 months after they sort of announced it to the whole world. But I'm guessing because she's been kind of seen with her German co-host of her little show, that maybe she's going, okay, I'm starting to actually move on with my life. I can't be dealing with this whole being married thing. So, yes, the papers have been filed, and they will now soon be officially divorced. If you are a Zac Efron fan, or you just think he's got a hot bod, you definitely want to log on right now to johnjaneRich.com, type in the keyword GBG. He's hanging out in his hotel in Australia. It's like he knows the paparazzi's there and decides to, just get his boxers, put his hand down his pants, show his butt. Why? I have no idea, but you can see the pictures for yourself on our website, johnjaneRich.com, keyword GBG. And while you're there, guys, we need to tell Miley Cyrus to wear undies. Really. She was going post-workout. She has like this little tight black dress on. And you can see right up it.
Come on.
No joke. See the picture for yourself. johnjaneRich.com, keyword GBG. Really quick. Lindsay Lohan just got off formal probation less than 2 weeks ago, is already back in trouble. There's some chick who saw her at a club that claims Lindsay Lohan punched her in the back. Of course, authorities are definitely investigating this, although they're saying that's a little suspicious. Lindsay Lohan punched you in the back. Lilo's reps are, of course, saying she had nothing to do with this alleged scuffle. So we're going to have to keep our eye on this one. Like I said, on our website right now, check out the Zac Efron booty pictures and the Miley Cyrus, Britney Spears move, we'll call it. johnjaneRich.com.